Hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Good
Hey,
evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Brian, who is Winchester Public?
That is Karen.
Okay.
So it's usually me, but she's like just testing out being the one in charge of so she can rename herself as the
Okay.
host. That account has been very valuable having. Glad we got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. How are you feeling? How's your back, Brian?
It is okay. It's a little bit better. It's clearly not getting worse anymore. And I don't. So I did fall and hit my back, but I think what actually has hurt me was in the process of falling, probably squirming in some way rapidly to like try to be cat-like. Although I'm not very cat-like, and myself in the process of that, it's probably more what happened than actually the impact. But getting old is just harder. A fall sets you back a lot longer than it does when you're 14.
I know. I can't believe there were days when I just walked down the street without worrying about falling down. It's icy. I get out of my car and I'm, navigating my pathway, holding the railing every time I go down a stair, because
I'm that way now. And I was having such a good day. It was Monday. I'd gone to the gym early in the morning, so I had to skip in my step. I was going down the stairs, just sort of, feeling good, and all of a sudden, whoosh, and it was out under me faster than you can say anything. And I was
okay.
I am okay, yes, but it was not. It's not pleasant.
Oh, no, it isn't. Great. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Zena.
Hey, Zena.
How are you?
Good evening.
Hi, Jen.
Hello.
Hello. I'm glad people look awake.
I took a nap.
Karen, you can rename yourself if you want to, but you know how to do that, right? Do you know how to do that?
Yes, that I can do.
Okay. No, I wasn't trying to be.
Yeah.
Just sometimes it's a pain to do it because you always start out as Winchester Public School if you post.
Okay. No, Jen, my trials and tribulations with Zoom webinars and trying to host them this afternoon.
You can start on Tuesday night too. You can be. In fact, you can just chair Tuesday night if you like. Totally fine with me.
No.
Totally fine. I'm a giver.
And how to host a Zoom meeting without any bobbles.
Can you make me a co-host to this too, Karen?
Yes. Okay. I was about to change you to an attendee, but
If you want to, by all means. I expect this to be a short meeting, but I appreciate everyone coming. I think it's really nice to have this sort of the show of support all around. So I appreciate it very much. And we are waiting for a couple more people.
I have lost my notes that I was editing. Who shut the computer down? Oh, great.
We hear you, Karen.
I know. Okay. I'll mute myself.
Thanks, WinCam, for broadcasting us tonight. We'll go live in a couple of minutes, and then I'll give you a heads up.
Good evening, everyone.
Evening, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, Curbs.
Somebody's cooking.
I was gonna say, what was that?
Sorry, I'll mute. The dog
It's a musical
actually
interlude.
took her bowl and threw it across the room because I don't think she really likes her food.
Oh, she wants attention, Judy. Riri's looking for attention.
Welcome, Frank. Thank you for coming tonight.
Oh, Frank.
Thank you for having me. It's a big
Hi, Frank.
night. Good evening, everybody. Good to see you all.
We were just laughing because the background noise of dogs in the background and such.
Exactly. You just never kind of know.
So I'm going to start the webinar, but I'm going to give everybody a minute before we go live with WinCam, just so we can give a chance for attendees to come in. So I think we have everybody here we're expecting. So let's start the webinar. So welcome everyone. We're just giving people a chance to come in as attendees, and then we're gonna also go live with WinCam. So just give us a moment. We'll probably start in say 2 minutes. WinCam, are you ready to go live when we're ready?
WinCam just suspended their usual programming. They have the hold screen up for us, so it looks like they're ready for us, Brian.
Perfect. We are all set to call to order as soon as you're ready, WinCam. So just give us a thumbs up, or Mr. Nixon, if you could tell us when you see we're up, and I'll know that we can call to order.
So there's usually about a 6 or 7 second delay once you call us to order before we see it, but they did interrupt the usual programming just a moment ago, and we have there we go.
Excellent.
I see
Thank you very
myself, so let's get moving. I'd rather look at Frank or others tonight.
Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome everyone to a special school committee meeting being held tonight. It's being held remotely due to the COVID closure. I anticipate this meeting will be shorter than our usual multi-hour meetings. I'd certainly hope so. We have, looking at our agenda, we have a single agenda item as an action item to consider and vote to approve a contract for the interim superintendent of schools. So I'd like to kick it off by welcoming Dr. Hackett here tonight. Thank you for coming to our meeting tonight. And I believe that all the school committee members have received a copy of a proposed contract of employment for Dr. Hackett as interim superintendent of schools from July 2021 to June 30th, 2023. Ms. Bolognese and I spent the last several weeks back and forth having a lovely chats with Dr. Hackett. And I think we've worked out a mutually agreeable contract that I think works well for the district and I think works well for Dr. Hackett. So I would open it up to the committee for any questions or comments on the contract as presented. Seeing none, I would welcome a motion to approve the contract as presented.
I move to approve Dr.
So moved.
I'm not sure who moved and who seconded it. I think that Ms. Marchant moved it and Ms. Bergstrom
I need to know. I'm also very appreciative to the central office team. They've been just exceptionally welcoming, and I look forward very much to working with them as well as the rest of the leadership team and being in the Winchester community. So again, I am thrilled. I'm grateful. I can't wait to get started. Although I say that as exhausted as I am right now, working in the Braintree School Department, and wouldn't mind having a week or two in between just to kind of recharge, which I think I will be able to do here in Braintree. So thank you so much, and I very much look forward to it.
You are very welcome, and thank you. We are looking forward to this partnership. And my only regret is that I will be looking in on the outside of this partnership, but I assure you I will be and have always been the biggest supporter of the Winchester Public Schools and will continue to do so. So you can always know you have at least one supporter in the school district. And maybe that's enough to sometimes keep you going.
That's all I need. Thank you.
Do anybody else have any other comments they would like to make? Otherwise, I certainly would welcome them. And I also would like to have the opportunity for both myself on behalf of the committee and Dr. Hackett to virtually sign our contract when we're completed. Mr. Nixon.
Well, just on the subject of catching one's breath, I just want to acknowledge that Dr. Hackett, Dr. Evans, and superintendents across the Commonwealth always have a difficult job, but no more difficult than what we're facing right now, not only on top of COVID, but the news conferences or the meetings with the DESE board that we find out with very little advance notice are happening, and some pretty important directives that are bringing to bear on school committees across the state. So I want to acknowledge the tremendous effort that Dr. Evans and our team has been making. I know Dr. Hackett has been working terribly hard, facing very similar challenges in Braintree, and I'm really thankful that you considered Winchester. I'm happy that you're excited to be coming here and bringing all that you've learned to Winchester. It's a big lift, and I'm excited to know that you've already had some conversations with the leadership team. I'm sure we'll have a really smooth transition. But in particular, Dr. Hackett, I just wanted to thank you for being willing to stick with us for 2 years instead of one, for all those reasons that I just mentioned. I think your interview with us was really compelling, and as you said, you were willing to roll the dice, I think was your expression. I think, the year that we have ahead is going to be a really challenging one for everyone. And I can't wait for us to be on the backside of COVID, whatever that will look like. There will be a day when we more return to normal. And I look forward to that and look forward to just building a really strong relationship with you this coming year and the one after. So welcome. And I'm, again, really thank you for taking on the challenge.
Thank you, Mr. Nixon.
Thank you so much. Ms. Marchand.
Thank you, Brian. Dr. Hackett, I'm excited to have you begin. As much as I'm sad for Dr. Evans to leave, but that's for another day. I'm going to be one of those school committee members who won't be in this position when you begin, but I would like you to know that I am also a supporter of our schools and that I am a very active community member that you can always reach out if you need anything. I'm pretty invested in social justice and racial equity, and I hope that we continue Dr. Evans's work around that issue. I really want to ask you, which I know it's kind of like redundant and maybe a little silly to say, but I would really ask you to take good care of our staff. Dr. Evans has done a tremendous job facing the community and supporting our staff in that regard. And I hope that you can continue the culture of growth, the culture of support, open conversations, and really take good care of them. They really are a wonderful staff. Our family community is very involved, very vocal. But in the end, it's the staff and the teachers who are really the backbone, who are really caring for our kids in a way that they never expected having to. And so in your role, as you support our staff and take really good care of them and uplift them and give them voice and give them creative freedom in their profession, know that I will be in the community and ready to step up as a community member in any way you need. And thank you for taking this on. I look forward to it.
Well, it's my privilege. Thank you very much. And I will do the best I can. I'll give you all that I have. Those are big shoes to fill, but you have a system that's been handled well and is in great shape. And, I look forward to being able to learn from Dr. Evans over the course of the next few months. And I know that she will, well, maybe she won't leave me a number to contact her after she's gone, but I would be hopeful that she might allow me to call her every once in a while.
I'm sure that the number will be available somehow.
It'll be a burner phone is what
Yes.
it will be.
Ms. Bergstrom.
Yes, I just I wanted to just take a moment and acknowledge the gravity of the transition here. That as with Mr. Nixon, one of the longevity members of the school committee here, I felt like I've been grateful to have a relationship with Dr. Evans over the 4 years that I've been on the school committee. We've had a lot of candid conversations. We don't always agree, but we always find a path forward, both as a committee and in personal relationships on this board. And I hope that in this time, I'm so grateful that you have stepped up, Dr. Hackett, to come forward, because community conversations and being able to build relationships are so important. And I appreciate Dr. Evans' ability to do that with our community and over her tenure here. And I look forward to you taking on this challenge, because there couldn't be a more crucial time to have a steady and steadfast leader to take that on. And there is just tremendous uncertainty still in our world and in our school systems. And there's a lot of opportunity out there for growth and change too, and for keeping with us the lessons that Dr. Evans and our leadership team have learned about Winchester through COVID. So I'm happy to hear you're already having conversations with them about that, and hope that you can bring with you the lessons you've learned in Braintree as well, and perhaps help us grow too. So I just can't thank you enough. When we had to sadly embark on this journey to replace Dr. Evans, we weren't certain what would lay before us, and we're grateful to be able to bring on a leader who both wants to be part of Winchester and in Winchester, and you have said that over and over again. And I can't think of a better way to bring us forward than with a leader that wants to be here as much as Dr. Evans has wanted to be here. So thank you. I'm grateful to you and look forward to working with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Bergstrom. Ms. Bolañez.
Thank you very much. So first of all, I just wanted to say I'm so grateful to Dr. Evans for all your work and dedication. And we'll have more time to say that later. But I do remember inviting her to Vincent Owen's first international night just, gosh, it was 5 years ago, but we missed one now. But she came and we were so excited at the time. And I feel as if she has always been so involved in our community. And I'm thankful for this and all of your guidance in the 2 years that I've been on school committee. And then I'm so excited that that school committee has voted to approve your contract, Dr. Hackett. And I also agree, it's a very challenging time that's facing all of our districts. So I really appreciate having your experience and your steady guidance just to lead us forward out of this pandemic, and then to tackle tackle so many other issues that will just keep coming our way. So there are always more issues, and often they come at the same time, I think, as we all know. So I'm just thrilled, and I feel that we are so lucky to have someone who brings your skills and knowledge to the table. And you have a sense of humor that will just keep us smiling, I think, along the way. So there's a Japanese saying, Ichigo, Ichie, and it basically means one meeting, one chance, or basically appreciating the moment. So, Dr. Hackett, I'm so happy that Winchester Public Schools can seize this moment with you. And I really look forward to a great partnership starting in July. So, thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much.
I don't see how I can possibly follow that. And I can't on public TV actually say goodbye to Dr. Evans now. So that'll have to be something that'll be done at a later date. All I can say is welcome, Dr. Hackett. They have said everything that I would have said. I feel a little like an insider because Ms. Bolognese and I have been able to communicate with you, and we have been working on a lot of details with the contract. I know that other members of the committee have been itching to give you a call, to reach out to you, and I kept on saying, nope, we got to wait. You got to wait your time. So I know you're a busy man working right now, but I expect that you will be hearing from the rest of the committee shortly who will want to personally welcome you to the district. So you will be anticipating that soon.
I look forward to it. And, you are saying goodbye to a wonderful person, a wonderful superintendent. I feel honored to be able to follow her. And as I said, they're big shoes. You've been in great hands, and she deserves her way of exiting, of leaving, and saying goodbye to Winchester. And I'm going to be fully respectful of that. And I'm going to take her lead in terms of how she feels the transition should go. And I'll work directly with her and through her to meet with other people, including the school committee. I know that over the next several months, we'll have many conversations, and that she will leave me in good shape to come on board. So I couldn't be more thrilled to be joining you. And I very much look forward to it, and just want to thank you again.
Thank you very much. I would certainly welcome anyone on leadership who wanted to say anything. And if not, I would give the opportunity. And if not, I would like to, now that we have voted to approve your contract, I would like to sign it. And once I sign it, I would like to welcome you to sign it if you have the ability to sign it on the computer you're signing right now, you're at. Because normally we'd be sitting around a table and I would hand it to you and you would sign it.
I would appreciate signing that too.
And we'd take a picture of you and Brian shaking hands with the Winchester Star.
The virtual handshake.
I do want to wait till you sign it to mention that what the newspaper said you were being locked up for the next 2 years. I figured we'd wait till you signed it before we actually mentioned the lockup.
I've shared with others that I would love that to be the last article about me taking a new job before I retire, because it is just perfect. It's just perfect.
I took a screenshot of that one.
It's just outstanding.
I actually don't know how I'll know when it's signed, Ms. Kirby. I was sitting here and I was like, well, I don't know when I'll know.
Virtual contract signing, the new
Frank will give us the good news when he's signed it.
I will do this.
If only we had a musical interlude where the worlds of DocuSign and Zoom collide.
And it's being sent to my personal email, I take it?
Yes.
Okay. I am breathless with anticipation.
Who knew a minute could be this long? Really?
It's so long.
Dr. Ellen Emma, usually you have music for us at leadership.
That would be helpful.
I couldn't think of an appropriate theme to be running for this one.
Understood.
I had the same problem.
Feels like the Jeopardy theme might be a good one, but
Yeah, yeah. Did you receive it?
I have not yet received it.
Okay.
But let me check my, no offense, but let me just check my junk folder. No, I am not seeing it.
Just a little.
Brian, did you CC that to Karen? Just
I got it. I got it. I got
All
it.
right, yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
I will say the glacier background behind Ms. Whittemore is appropriate as a visual metaphor.
Best vacation ever, Mr. Nixon.
I'm sure it was.
And I want you to know I stood on that glacier and spoke to Mr. Mahoney.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
meaning you took a business call from.
I took a business call from Mr. Mahoney because it was an emergency.
That's what we
standing
like
on
to
there.
hear. We all do it,
You
right?
would. Mhm.
No rest for the weary.
Okay, it is signed. I am all done, as it says.
Welcome.
Welcome to
Thank
Winchester.
you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am so excited, and I'm also excited to make this officially the shortest meeting of my
We're off
tenure
to a
as
great start.
chair. Yes.
I say, hopefully it's prophetic, Dr. Hack.
I would hope so.
We have no further business tonight. I would point out to members of the community that our next meeting is on March 16th at 6 p.m. That will not be 28 minutes and 38 seconds long. It will be a little bit longer. But we look forward to that meeting, and we look forward to finding the appropriate opportunity to celebrate Dr. Evans' career and to continue to welcome Dr. Hackett to Winchester. So thank you, everyone. And with that, I would welcome a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
A roll call vote being required. Mr. Nixon,
Hi.
Ms. Marchant,
Aye.
Ms. Bergstrom,
Aye.
Ms. Bolognese.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to WinCam, and have a great night, everyone.
Thank
Night,
you.
everybody.
Thank you,
You're
everyone.
welcome, Frank. Have a good night,
Thank you.
guys.
You too.